guys, I'm Dr. Lindsay, a small animal veterinarian, and with me is my dog Yarko. So today I'm going to show you guys how I Dremel my dog's nails for our AKC dog shows. When you show your dogs, they need to have a short enough nail trim so that it looks nice and cute in the show ring. They can't have super long nails that look like you don't take care of your dogs. They're show dogs after all. And actually, this is the first year I started using a Dremel. So I made this video for you because I'm obsessed with using it and it's so easy to use. So at first I was nervous, and I'm sure you guys are nervous too, and that's why you landed on this video. The first thing is you're gonna need some treats. This is Yarko's first year also getting his nails Dremeled. And he's one of my best dogs with his paws being handled. So if you have a puppy at home or a dog that doesn't really get their feet touched a lot, you're gonna wanna start touching their feet and getting them used to their feet being handled, because the Dremel is scary. If your dog doesn't like their feet being touched or their nails being trimmed, or they're aggressive or start growling at you, don't Dremel their nails. Just bring them to the vet or a groomer and have somebody help you. I don't want anybody getting hurt. So let's get into this. This is the Dremel that I purchased online. I will put the link in my description and you guys can buy the same one. If you already have a Dremel, everything should be pretty universal on how to use them. So we have to set it up, and you're gonna have to take this part of it, slide it right in here, and then we're going to slide this over that part, and you'll start twisting it to get it to latch on there, and then you'll notice that it's not really tightening. So what you're gonna have to do is press on this little lock, make sure your hand doesn't slip down and turn it on. So press that lock down and then start turning and it'll click. I always recommend having Quick Stop, any type of styptic powder on hand when you're cutting your dog's nails at home or Dremeling them. When you hit the Quick, blood goes everywhere. It's not fun. If you guys have hit the Quick before, put that in the comments below. Maybe there's some at-home flour-based corn syrup mixture you guys make to stop the bleeding that could really help somebody. I just ordered this Quick Stop, and I'm gonna put the link to this in my description below. So for my show dogs, what I always do is I first tip their nails using a regular nail clipper. I'll put this in the link below too, and then I Dremel their nails. So when you're Dremeling them, and if your dog has black nails, a good thing is that this Dremel is so fast that it actually works as a little bit of a cauterizer so that the dog's nails don't bleed all over the place. But you still have to keep in mind that the Quick is going to be there, and that's the blood vessel inside the nail when the nail starts to curve. So right at that curving point, you should be pretty safe. If you're going beyond that, you're gonna hit the Quick at some point. Before we get started with the scary nail cutting, I want to thank this video's sponsor, which is Barco Uniforms. I'm going to put the link in my description below to their website where you guys can shop online for their super cute scrubs, and they come in all different colors. Now back to the scary stuff. First, you need to handle their paws in a certain way. So I use my index finger and my thumb, and I press on his knuckle to protrude the nail out like that. And I have a pretty good grip on his nails so that you can press them out and you have control of the nails. So I definitely recommend practicing that before you even start handling your Dremel. And then I have a treat ready for him, so you know you're getting a treat, good boy. What I do is I cut their nails first to make sure that they're short enough. So I go ahead and trim them just like that. Good boy. And then I'm gonna use the Dremel so this part gets scary. I just turn it on, good boy. And I gently tap it like that. The reason I like to use this tapping method is so I can quickly check to see if I'm making him bleed. So I just tap to look at his Quicks while I'm Dremeling it. And if I feel more confident, I press it out and I can see that I'm not that close to the Quick, I'll hold it there a little longer. But you never want to hold it for way too long because it burns and you can hurt them. So we did the first nail, and look how nice that looks. And there's no bleeding. Good boy. Here you go, you want a treat? Good job. Of course I'll take a treat. So let's do the next nail. I'm gonna just pour some of my quick stop. I like to have it ready for you vet techs or just dog moms out there, even show people. You know what I'm talking about when it starts to bleed. You're nervous and you want to get it to stop bleeding. So this quick is huge in Yarko's nail, but I'm still gonna go ahead and tip it a little. Good boy. And then we're gonna go ahead and Dremel this nail. Good boy. Oh, he's kicking me. And if they do that and they're pulling away, I normally just lay them like in my lap here, and I can even turn his foot a different way. Good boy, stay. Some people even recommend wearing like goggles. Good boy. So I know if I go back behind here, I'm in the danger zone. So I'm going to just tip it again a tiny bit. See, I'm good. And then take my Dremel. Good boy. So I did get to the quick, and you see it's starting to bleed there, one little dot. So I'm gonna use that quick stop and just pat it right on there. Good boy, look how beautiful his paws look. The back nails are generally a lot shorter than the fronts, so I'm not gonna tip them with the clipper. I'm just gonna go ahead and Dremel these nails. All right, guys, I hope you learned a lot about how to use your Dremel to keep your dog's nails short and healthy. And the reason I love making sure dogs have shorter nails is because it helps them overall with their arthritis and the way that they walk. So it's not just to look pretty for the show ring, it has health benefits. Dogs with really longer curling nails, they can even curl into their paw pad. And then people think that they neglect their dogs, but maybe they're just scared to trim their nails. I'm gonna finish up with Yarko's paws here because we're actually getting ready for a dog show in the next 4 weeks. You guys can follow my Instagram, Lindsay Butzer DVM, and watch us show. My breed is the Laponian Herder from Finland. They're a foundation stock breed right now in AKC. So he's just licking his nails, and sometimes they do that. They like the sawdust smell to it. Look at him licking the floor even. What a weirdo. Some dogs even eat their nails. Do your dogs do that? Put that in the comments below, guys. I'd love to read the weird, quirky things that your dogs do. And then I post a video every Sunday, so if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification for when I post a new video. See you guys next week.